Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. Are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. And welcome to the DCU Extra. Now, I'm scrolling around for articles and stuff. I'm back with Screen Rant. They love talking about the DCEU, and they've got an interesting little thing here, which is titled Shazam. Deleted scene may be hinting at Black Adam. So basically, there's a deleted scene, I think, on the Blu-ray. I'm not sure, because I haven't seen the Blu-ray myself, where kind of the Shazam family are all sitting on their individual thrones, but there's a spare throne, and they're wondering why. So that kind of seems to be Black Adam's throne, which will be very, very interesting. So let's give it a read. A deleted scene from Shazam has emerged online and may have hinted at Black Adam's impending arrival. Given his history as Billy Batson's nemesis, many fans were expecting the character to at least make a cameo in Shazam, but it wasn't to be. The film instead focused on Mark Strong's villain, Dr. Sivana, and setting up a future clash with a much quirkier foe, Mr. Mind. Yeah, you could say that. Shazam also ultimately went on to include a vastly different cameo. Black Adam's backstory was still teased, however, when Thaddeus Sivana meets the wizard Digimon Hunzu in the film's opening. He is told a story of a previously chosen champion. According to the wizard, that champion gave in to a desire for vengeance, and his subsequent actions were then responsible for the release of the 7 deadly sins. Although the champion goes unnamed, the backstory shares a lot of similarities with Black Adam's. A solo Black Adam film, which is currently in the works. The film recently announced that Jean Collet-Serra would serve as the director. So, yeah, that's very exciting, of course. A newly revealed deleted scene, however, potentially teases Black Adam, more directly posted by the Twitter user Four-Eyed Raven. The clip shows Billy and his entire Shazam family officially settling in to what they now consider their superhero lair. Captioned as Family of Thrones, Billy takes the centre seat, with Freddy and the rest occupying those on either side of him. It doesn't take long, however, for Mary to realise that the numbers don't quite match. Check out the full clip below. Basically, I have checked out. It's not much of a clip, to be honest. What I've explained, it's all there. Black Adam has long been confirmed as being played by Dwayne Johnson, and when talking about the character as well as likening his powers to Superman, the actor often refers to him as an anti-hero rather than an outright villain. That may just be regarding his solo outing, however. The mystery of the empty throne certain has an air of ominous foreboding about it, implying that while Shazam 2 could make him a hero, the owner of the throne will not have the best of intentions. Interesting. There is also the chance that the scene isn't referring to Black Adam at all, but a different character altogether, though given how perfectly the situation lines up with what is known about Black Adam, it seems unlikely. Why the scene was ultimately left on the cutting room floor will no doubt prove as much a mystery to fans as the identity of the missing council member does to the Shazam family. According to Johnson, Black Adam will film next year, while it also has been reported that Shazam 2 will also start filming next year. If that is the case, unless Johnson is shooting the films simultaneously or back-to-back, the scene may have been cut to avoid directly setting up something that can't come to fruition in the next installment. Whatever the case turns out to be, fans will no doubt get another tease seemingly indicating that sooner or later, Black Adam is coming. Very, very exciting. Now, you look at Black Adam and him not being in the first Shazam film, that's all about scheduling. That's a shame, because I think the film would have been even better with The Rock as Black Adam. But also The Rock discussed, they felt that they didn't want to squeeze his origin story in a Shazam movie, and they wanted to give it a place to breathe in its own movie. Now, I agree with that. I kind of think that maybe they should have waited to do Shazam and waited until The Rock was ready, do a Black Adam movie first, then you can bring him in for a cameo or as the main villain in a proper Shazam origin movie. That's how I would have done it. And also David S. Sandberg has been talking about scenes he's cut out, and he actually said if he ever did a director's cut, there will be less scenes in it, not more. That's very interesting. That's a very different way of working normally with director's cuts. Directors like to add extra scenes. Obviously, we've got everything with the Snyder Cut movement and everything, and we're looking at 3 to 3.5 hours of footage, maybe more, who knows? And so that's very interesting of David F. Sandberg to say, because he's fielding questions right now about what was cut from the film, with the Blu-ray coming out in America. I don't know if it's out yet or coming soon. So very, very interesting. As I say, for me, I would have loved to have seen Black Adam in the first movie, but I could be patient. They're filming both Shazam sequel and Black Adam movie next year, so they could actually launch back to back in the same year. It's very interesting. You could have Shazam 2 early, whenever, I suppose you're talking about 2021, and maybe Black Adam at the back end of 2021. That would be a very interesting year for the DCEU too. But what do you think? Are you excited about the Black Adam movie? Comment down below, please. Are you happy with The Rock playing Black Adam? And did you like Shazam? I loved Shazam. It was a great little movie. It worked for what it was. Not everything has to be big. Not everything has to be $1 billion. Focus on the content, not the box office.